Fire. Trump doesn't care that bin Salman killed Khashoggi. Trump has shrugged off the Saudi regime's 2018 murder of the Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi, saying the journalist was extremely controversial and unpopular, dismissing the killing by observing things happen. The U.S. president made the remarks at the White House on Tuesday, while welcoming Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for the first time since Khashoggi's murder and dismemberment in Istanbul by Saudi state operatives. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you liked him or didn't like him, things happen, but he knew nothing about it, Trump said, referring to the Crown Prince. Prince Mohammed said, "It's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we're doing our best that this doesn't happen again." Tuesday night, at a black-tie dinner at the White House, Trump announced he was designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, a largely symbolic move that gives foreign partners some defense, trade, and security cooperation benefits. Others at the dinner for the visiting Crown Prince included billionaire Elon Musk, Portugal's soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang. Earlier, Trump sought to highlight promised Saudi investment in the U.S. economy, which was billed at the start of the White House meeting as totaling $600 billion, but which the Crown Prince said at Trump's prompting could ultimately total $1 trillion. Trump confirmed that he intended to sell top-of-the-line F-35 stealth fighter jets to Riyadh over the objections of Israel and concerns of the U.S. intelligence community. And the two men confirmed that they were discussing a deal by which Saudi Arabia would normalize relations with Israel in return for a commitment to a two-state solution, implying the establishment of Palestine as a sovereign state. Although the Saudi prince's visit was billed as a working trip, it had all the theatrics of a state visit, with soldiers on horseback carrying U.S. and Saudi flags, USA and Saudi Arabia, and a flypast of F-16 and F-35 jets. The Trump White House is also seeking to make a deal with Riyadh, which Joe Biden's administration tried but failed to clinch. Nuclear and security cooperation with the U.S. in return for Saudi Arabia joining the Abraham Accords with a normalization agreement with Israel. However, the Hamas attack on Israel in October 2023, followed by 2 years of Israeli bombardment of Gaza, in which more than 70,000 Palestinians have been killed, have complicated the prospects of such an accord. The visit is also controversial because of the blurred lines between the Trump family's private business interests in the Gulf. The president denied any conflict of interest, claiming he had relinquished control of his business empire. "I have nothing to do with the family business. I've left, and I've devoted 100% of my energy to the presidency," he said, adding, "What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot, and anything they've done has been very good." When Trump took office for the second time, the Trump Organization announced he would step back from day-to-day management of the business, and his assets would be placed in a trust managed by his children. Critics said the president should either divest from the business completely or put his assets in a blind trust. During his second term, the Trump family business has entered extensive negotiations over multi-billion-dollar investments in Saudi Arabia.